Okay, guys, wanted to do a quick overview for the RM Circle. This is something we've added to our portfolio not too long ago. It's been a couple of days and it's already been blowing up like crazy. Okay. And it's not just us. It's not just us. We have people on our team that are blowing this up, just, crushing it right now. And it's a cycler, right? It's a crypto cycler. It's Polygon in, Polygon out for a low one-time entry of about $27 worth of Polygon. Again, depending on the price of Polygon today, as you're watching this, it might fluctuate, but approximately about $27 one time out of pocket, you can have the potential to earn up to $800,000 worth of Polygon. Again, depending on the price of Polygon, that figure might change a little bit, but that's incredible, right? For a one-time entry, you can earn that much. Now, to be clear, my little disclaimer here is if you think you're going to come in here and just, put $27 in and then sit there and then 2 days later, you didn't do anything, didn't talk to anybody, didn't work the program. And now you're like, well, where's all the money? That's, this is not the program for that. Okay. This is something where, you go out and follow the system, you do the work, you enroll two people, you teach those two people to enroll two people, you teach those two people to enroll two people. And then as you duplicate that process, wash, rinse, repeat, right? You duplicate that process over and over and over down your team, you can start moving through the different levels and start completing the matrix, right? So I'm going to show you that here in a second. But my quick thing is, I probably should have started with this. I'm not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. Am I guaranteeing that you're going to make 800,000 here? No. Am I guaranteeing that you're going to make anything here? No. I don't know what you're going to do because you might come in here and do nothing. I don't know. But there's a model here in place for you to earn, a great amount. Okay. And we already have people on our team that are doing really, really well. And again, the cool thing about it is you decide what you want, how you want. And if you want to stop when you hit your goal, that's totally up to you. You can continue going, of course. But let's say you just want to make $1,000. So let's say you just want to make 5,000 or 10,000 bucks or 100,000 bucks. You decide. Okay. Again, no guarantees that that's going to happen for you because I want to be clear. There's no income claims, right? There's no guarantees in any business. You go into business, I don't care if you open up a McDonald's, there's no guarantee that you're going to be successful, right? If you open up a laundromat, you open up a restaurant, you open up something, there's no guarantee you're going to be successful, right? Same thing offline, same thing online. There's no guarantees. It's going to be based on your efforts, your ability to learn, your ability to lead others, your ability to execute the plan, right? Like if we give you a plan and we say, okay, do this, and this, and you're like, well, I'm going to do that, and that, and do totally opposite. Well, how could, what can I tell you, right? It's a very simple program. We don't need to overcomplicate it. Let's go into it real quick. Again, it's Polygon in, Polygon out. First things first, you need to add the Polygon network to your wallet, get some Polygon in your wallet, and have a little extra because you do need Polygon to cover the fees, okay? Cover the gas fees. So this is simple. Again, I'm going to breeze through this. Two tiers, right? There's actually two matrices that are running side by side. One doesn't have to do with the other. You don't have to get involved with both. You can have position in one, or you can have a position in both, totally up to you. For the sake of simplicity and not to confuse you, and for the sake of time, we're going to focus on the premium matrix, right? That's the one I definitely would recommend. Okay. If you're going to get into standard, I would recommend you first get the premium going, right? Maybe enroll two people in the premium. Once you do that and you're off to the races, maybe then you get a position in standard, but get you started in the premium because that's where a lot of us are building. Okay. So it's 362 Polygon. Again, depending on the price of Polygon today, it's approximately $27, give or take. But you have the ability to earn 10.6 million Polygon once you complete all the levels, right? And again, that's approximately, it'll fluctuate depending on the price of Polygon on any given day, but that's approximately about $800,000. Now it's self-funding. So what that means is as you move through the different levels, you're just simply using profits that you're earning. The only thing coming out of pocket is that initial one-time entry to start, right? Which is 362 Polygon. It says here one-time deposit, the rest is earned. Your only out-of-pocket cost is your entry fee, which is the $27, give or take, of Polygon. After you do that, you refer two people, right? Do you know two people that want to make extra money? Do you know two people that want to make money, period, right? Two people that, we can enroll this, or share this with them and enroll them into your tree, right? So you get two direct referrals. And then what happens when you bring those two direct referrals in, that'll give you enough to upgrade to the next level. So you're going to want to upgrade. Now, this one here, you have to manually upgrade. The smart contract doesn't do it for you. You have to manually do it. But it's simple. It's just one click of a button. So anytime you have the balance to upgrade, you'll upgrade. And as you move through the different levels, you're going to have larger and larger Polygon payouts, right? By the way, this is a decentralized smart contract that sits on the blockchain. Nobody can tamper with it. Nobody can change it. Nobody can mess with it. It's all coded in the contract. Okay. All right. So moving on. Okay. So this is the earnings, right? When somebody comes in, right? Let's focus on the premium here. Somebody comes in, 362. They come in with 362 Polygon, right? What happens is, the recruiter, right, gets 328 Polygon, right, or 95%. The dev fee, they get 5%. Okay, so someone asked me, well, what if I just personally recruit everybody? You can, and you'll make a 95% direct commission, right? But if you want to move through the cycles faster and help your people move through the cycles faster, you might want to do a different strategy, which is the one we have, where we show people how to do two, who get two, and then you place people underneath other people on your team to help them move through, which in turn helps you move through and you cycle faster. So again, if you want to personally sponsor everyone, you can. You'll make more upfront, but it'll probably take you longer to cycle. If you place people strategically, you'll cycle through faster. Now, again, we'll talk about that on another video. Hit me up over on Telegram. I can give you our strategy. We have a blueprint, a game plan. One of our team members put it together, and it's beautiful. It's a game plan, A through Z, tells you exactly what to do. And again, we have a team system here. As a matter of fact, it's probably a good time to tell you, but we do a weekly Zoom, a weekly team huddle with leaders on the team, and we talk about what's going on, strategies, things that need to be discussed, because it's a team effort here. Matter of fact, the one we have this week, or we have our second team huddle this week, the creators of the project, the quote unquote owners. Now, I use that term loosely because, again, it's decentralized on the blockchain. There really is no owners, right? It's community driven. But the two people that created it, one of them, I'm not exactly sure which one, but one of them is going to be on our team huddle Zoom this week, which is Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So get on that, okay, if you want to hear from that. Anyway, let's move forward. So it says here the power of two. Okay, you refer to people, you teach them how to refer to people, and then you just duplicate that process over and over and over and over again down your organization, right? So doesn't need to be complicated, doesn't need to be complex, right? Matter of fact, let's try not to overcomplicate this because you don't need to, right? Here are the different levels, right? Now let's focus on the Premier, right? Here are the different levels for Premier. Okay, you come in at this level, right? There's your entry or one-time entry. And then as you move through the system, right? This extra income is what goes to your wallet, what you keep. Okay. You say, well, what do you mean? What do I keep? What do I don't keep? Well, the entry into the next level is what you don't keep because you're upgrading yourself, right? So outside of that, this column right here is what you're keeping, profit in your wallet. As you move through level 3, you'll have almost 8,000 Polygon, right? Move through level 4, 36,000 plus. Level 5, 157,000. You move through level 6, that's 648,000 Polygon. And look at this, at the level 7, 2.63 million. That's what you're keeping in your wallet, right, of Polygon. And then at Corona, 10.69 million. All in all, over 800,000. Am I saying you're guaranteed that that's going to happen for you? No, like I said, there's no guarantees. But what if you come in, one-time entry of $27 and you make $1,000, right? And you decide to walk away, or it doesn't grow for you anymore after that. What if you make $2,000 or $3,000? Would it have been worth it if all you did was a one-time entry of $27? like, let's put this in perspective, guys. I mean, this can be, yeah, there's a lot of money you could be making, but what if you just make 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, 10x, 20x? I mean, you're still way, way ahead. Okay. Um, so this just shows you a comparison between the two matrices, the standard and the premium. Again, we're focusing on the premium. Basically, you're making double on the premium that you're making on the standard. Now, I'm not saying not to get into the standard, but let's build the premium, get that going first, and then jump into the standard after. Okay. So how rewards flow, right? You pay your entry, right? The 362 polygon, your tier is locked permanently, and that's your only out-of-pocket cost. Okay. Step two is, like I said before, you refer a new member, 95% of their slot flows to your wallet. The remaining 5% goes to the founders and development. And then your self-funding upgrade is when you get your first two referrals, that covers your entry into the next level. Okay. So it says your some circles are earned. Okay. Look at this. Your only out of pocket is right here. And what you could potentially earn over time, not overnight, but over time, is right here. So this is a powerful crypto cycler. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'll invite you over to the team huddle, right? If you're in, you might say, what do I got to do to get in? $27 worth of Polygon and you're in. Okay, you can get into the team huddle, hear from the creator, plug into our team, right? Because we're doing that on a weekly basis. We have tools, things are coming out all the time, different tools that are going to make it easier and easier to build this. But yeah, check this one out, guys. If you like this concept, now is the time. Okay, the earlier that you can get in, the better. And this is just starting. So that being said, follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.